but.
All right, let's call the meeting to order. Call Scott.
Here.
Tim.
Here.
I'm here. Any public comments? Can I get a motion to approve the June minutes?
So moved.
Support. Any discussion? All right, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All right, items of business, Looking Glass Terrace.
We came last month asking to help with the drains on the property, so Kim and I have been doing some research and everything here. I heard from Neil, as engineers. I got a hold of them because they're right there anyways every day, so I asked if they would just go look at the culverts, and they included what they said. I don't think that it's the culvert that has anything to do with it. They actually don't think that any of the flooding with the in the buildings is anything to do with the culvert or the basins either. More of just it's a low land and everything that's draining off is going into, but that's not really what they were there to look at. That was just what they could visually see without doing anything, so. Also found the main Constitution Article 9 is what it was called that we were looking at, for giving funds, I don't know.
We have that.
I don't know if that. Honestly. No.
Giving funds what?
To. I was-
501.
To a 501c4 or any actual, yeah, it is. It's so it'd be page 15.
Know that we've got a survey that says that the city has owned this road and parking since 1980.
Yeah, no.
No longer a question of it.
Well, the drain has nothing to do with the road. That's all Looking Glass.
It's not even on the road.
No, it's not
What-
even
what-
in the road.
Did they say, because wasn't the county saying that this isn't even deeded to us yet?
There's no deed to it. It's a dedication and
And what's dedicated?
Burley, well, I get, that's how they used to do it.
It's dedicated roads?
Dedicated,
City.
Burlingame is looking at it. I haven't heard back. I didn't find the survey until, well, I found the dedication, the resolution. And was sending that to him, and then I didn't find the survey until I think Thursday or Friday of last week. I just happened to find it digging through a crap ton of stuff. And so I sent
What
that
does
to
it
him.
say?
I mean, this just says it's dedicated. I haven't heard from him,
But I mean,
so
are they
that's
saying
what
it's
we
the
would-
road, is it the parking? Is
the
it
road, the
both?
parking, the sidewalks, that would have been dedicated. To us, the city. From Looking Glass. Until, I mean, I haven't heard from Burlingame yet. We just got the survey. He was depicting this long legal description, which the assessor started doing it and was showing me how they map it. So he was showing me and it was including everything, but it's just the road, the parking, the sidewalk. That's all that is included in what we were dedicated. Nothing with the drains or, but the culvert would be ours, obviously, because that's part of the road. The entrance.
And that drain is within the 22-foot right of way.
No, Dave. Yeah,
Jason and I took a laser down there and if the drainage was working, there should be no pool of water especially the culvert. The culvert is lower than the housing.
Which even
By,
all the water should technically run to the culvert and not into the buildings.
but the culvert is plugged.
There was still, they have pictures of water being in the culvert, that it's sitting in the culvert,
It's got,
which is what a
it's
culvert
got this
does.
much mud in the bottom of the culvert.
Yeah, it could be cleaned out for sure.
Don't we have a jetter? What happened to it?
It died years ago. It died, put it back in Gary this week.
A jetter would clean that out quite quickly, easily, wouldn't it?
Possibly, as long as it's not collapsed or have a belly, if it's got a belly, it's not gonna do a whole lot.
But it would clean it out. What about fire department with a hose? Not a chance.
I don't know about the drain with it, even with it being a right of way, we don't own it. It's not hooked up to the city. I would almost say I don't know if we should wait to see what Burlingame says, but that is not part of anything. I could not find anything on that right away or not. That's would be same with when someone hooks up to a sewer. They're responsible for that. That's part of the sidewalks even. The residents technically do half is their responsibility, half is the city responsibility.
It is half and half. Unless that changed. It used to be 75 resident, 25 city.
I know that there is different for whether it's maintenance or brand new too. The
Well,
percentages.
my perception of this resolution is that the city has owned this property, this road, sidewalks included, parking included since 1980. And how many years have you been plowing? 20,
47.
As long as you've been here.
not 45.
No, yeah.
So this is on our agenda. What is expected of finance in regards to this?
We're gonna, if you, just so you guys have the information first and foremost. You have any questions to me now to prepare for the agenda, if you have anything else. I mean,
Why is the tax
well,
filing?
I had asked for, I was doing my due diligence, because someone had asked the city for money, so I asked for their budget to know what their finances are, to know that we're actually, it's needed. And, they would not provide me with their budget. So I got on and found the public records. The tax, recs.
Which your tips.
Yeah.
And
And I just printed what was there.
when it shows for 24. Expenses 172, revenue 162. Income is -10.
In that one.
Oh, revenue.
Yeah.
God. No one, okay, never mind. Stupid question. Stupid. Good. Oh, and as I was going through it, yeah, 11 and 12. was substantially less.
Which could be, I mean, I don't have anything besides that, so I mean, it could be anything. They could have raised their rates one year and that could have been the only difference.
Well, they also,
I know
Yeah.
that they are a pilot now, so they used to pay taxes straight to the city, now the state pays their taxes, so they don't pay any city taxes. The state pays a 2008 rate tax. Straight to the city,
to the city,
right, so. It's substantially lower than anyone else considering, since it's just a 2008 rate. We're in 25 now.
that comes via rural development.
It comes straight from the Treasury Department from the state.
I mean, honestly, I'm not into support paying public trust into this institution. There's a lot of institutions in town that would like to have us pay for things. And unless they're gonna prove that there's a need for it and produce the books and say that they're in an economic situation that makes us relevant to do this. And I'm still not game on this document, a dedicated thing. I mean, we may have been taking care of it for the last 20, 30 years, but is it truly ours? And why doesn't the county know it's ours? And before we started this, it was the road. Now it's the road and the parking. So we're on the hook to replace the parking too. So that bill, I assume, will become 126. So we're gonna have a huge expense there.
So in 22, I did find the C2A did the parking lot and just to put a number out for if we were, because we have to do a complete reconstruction. The underline is failing, so there's no draining from under the road that's supposed to be there. It's supposed to be like 3.5 inches. It's only like 1.5 right now. The road is lower than the ground. So everything that's pooling is because the road is lower than what's around it, which is just making it worse. And it, is speeding up that. It was like almost $300,000, including the parking spaces in 22. And when I asked Neil, he said, well, it's obviously gonna be a significantly larger, just because it's been 3 years of inflation and everything increasing. So in 22, it was close to $300,000 to do a complete reconstruct on both the drive and the parking spaces. But that didn't include the sidewalk, I don't think, if we were need to do the sidewalks,
No, that was just
just the parking and the,
And was that like,
sidewalks are still pretty good though.
is there curb and gutter or any of that? 'Cause I'm assuming that would take care of a lot of the drainage that,
yeah, there's nothing there.
There's,
That's why it's
I mean, was
so
that part, is
expensive.
that part of the bid to put that in? So it like bump it out?
Yeah, because we'd have to build it up. And then we'd have to now redo the gutters or the culvert.
I don't know if it, including curbing. I've got to look at that. I think it was just to bring
The road up.
it's to bring,
level.
because of the base, we need to go up to like 8 inches, and it's only like 4.5
Yeah.
now, and the asphalt needs to be 3.5,
Yeah.
that's not what's next.
So looking at probably 4, 5, filters. I mean, it's like putting it's gonna be like putting a brand new road in.
Yeah.
Oh. I believe it is the original road from 1970.
6 or
was
something.
put in. It hadn't been. I think it might have gotten tarred and feathered sometime along the way.
Yeah,
Yeah,
They-
23, I think I saw something. And I don't know what before then.
and before that, we did a chip and seal on it in, I don't know,
It's just a band.
13 or 14 or something.
So do we have an estimate on when Burlingame will decide if he's going to answer our request and works for us?
No, I can call him.
I mean, I'd like to know what his opinion is of that language, so that we have a legal standing. And then if we chose to do this, is it part of the public purpose in Michigan that we'd be authorized to do it?
Right, and I don't think so. I mean, when I read the Constitution on Article 9, we should not be. Because it's not a substantial population of the community, it's only that Cause we don't use it as a public road, we don't use it as public spaces to park.
And those are questions that have been presented to him.
I wrote him a note. Front and back.
18 pages.
Huh?
18 pages. All right, do we have any more questions on that before we move on?
No, I mean, I asked them about, like, if it is our responsibility to, the road, like. Is it something that we could amend? Like the dedication, or is it illegal? I also asked if we do have to pay, what are the funding options? Could we do a special assessment, like how a cul-de-sac would be, or a subdivision would be? So I did present them with a handful of questions.
Cul-de-sacs or special assessment?
They can be. Yeah. They can be.
Just saying.
Um. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I did talk to Adam from C280 last night, a little bit after we were talking about the parking lot, which. The parking lot is slated, it was supposed to be done by Friday, but they found a metal pole in. The ground, so they have to dig deeper to extract that, so. It won't get completed until next week is. That, but he said that with it being a pilot program and having special funding and being low income, that grants should be a heck of a lot easier to get to fund the road. So something that I'll talk to him more about later, but that was just that. We kind of went off the books of the meeting and. We'll see. Cause I'm wondering with that CDBG grant that we got, that we're going for, that would have probably been perfect to do for that, with it being low income and, but. I know that this information when we did that, so.
And Treat Street.
Treat is just, we've had this property for decades and it's not going anywhere and, I know that they approached Alan Edwin if he would ever be interested in putting anything in there and it's just too small. And so. It's just an option to, like, do you guys wanna develop it? Do you wanna sell it? Right now, it's just sitting there and we mow it all year. We're not collecting taxes on it. Well, that's something to kind of brainstorm things, ideas. And what to do with it. Make some money or
What was it, like a foreclosure or something?
a house burnt down on it, I believe, right, years ago, and yeah, and then we just thought it was a good idea to.
Yeah.
It's,
Yeah, there's,
yeah.
I've heard a lot of,
It was
yeah,
classified as, but there was soccer nets up there for like 2 seasons and then they took them down and,
now they're all at the schools
yeah.
and.
It literally is just a piece of property, we maintain it for it.
That's on the agenda to talk about with the council too.
Yeah,
So do we make a recommendation here or do we?
No, I mean, unless you have a recommendation.
I just make a motion that we move to sell it and get rid of it.
Second that motion.
yeah,
We'll bring that up in council when we start talking about it then.
Okay.
unless someone knows a developer that might be interested in putting. A duplex or something on it, or, I mean, we haven't had any luck finding anybody, so,
We could probably get, I mean, it's almost 3 acres.
Yeah. so you could put, we could maybe talk the assessor and parcel it out, 3 parcels. An acre each or something.
Access is only. The
Yeah.
driveway.
Right.
We could do an easement or something, or.
Right.
Figure something out or something. Okay.
Either of you have anything else?
Just back to that briefly, if we were to sell it. Get a couple of realtors to
Yeah, there's. a
and
whole
our
policy-
assessor
There's a whole policy on what the steps to do.
to determine value.
Yeah.
Okay,
Also, the fiscal agency agreement is still in limbo, waiting on the library's attorney to contact our attorney. I,
Wish I had known that.
it's just in limbo, kind of.
I've got questions on the bills.
Okay.
Think this should be the appropriate venue for them.
Sure.
And with Dave here, you hired Mike and Son to sweep the streets for $1,400.
Yes,
Did you look at the job that he did?
yes. They come back and did it again. They did it twice.
Does that sweeper pick up dirt or just spread it?
The second time it picked it up, the first time they spread it around. They had a
And he
new,
let that go?
no, he had a new guy. That's why they came back and did
Okay,
it.
and it improved
Yes,
considerably.
yes, dramatically.
Was it that old thing that they,
Yes. It actually works pretty good for them, but they had a new kid driving it and it was a learning curve for him. And it took him twice.
the cemetery porta-johns, are there more than one?
There's one,
Just one?
just one.
I
And
paid 3 months at a time on that.
does it sit there year round?
It sits there year round, but we don't pay year round. I shut it off in the fall.
Is it used
Yes,
enough to
Yeah.
justify
in
it?
the summer, yes,
Enough to justify it?
yes.
Does the $135 a month? Or?
It
you
is,
said-
but
I
that's
paid-
where our
yeah.
cemetery workers use it, and every time there's a funeral out there, it gets used, so it does get used.
Okay. Better done disposal,
That's our new, Granger.
and they're $320 a month.
Yeah, it's cheaper than over $400 that we were gonna charge for Granger. So but that's for picking up Bates, McClintock, and on City Hall.
And McClintock is the one over
Over
here,
here by the post office, so yeah.
and then there's one here,
One here and one at Bates,
and they're all dumpsters.
correct.
The dumpster over there is for the library, right?
Dumpster over there is for the library and. Land court's apartment and above, it was an agreement that they had. I think they pay some towards it too, so that we didn't have 95 different dumpsters sitting there.
Do we get money from Land Corp?
I would have to look into how that is, given for us.
I was just reflecting on the $320 a month, and it was 400.
Yeah, they jumped, and the prices jumped in, I don't
The
know,
prices jumped and he
like-
was having issues with them, only
Yeah.
dumped about every other week.
And that's what I got at the hardware when I had a dumpster for $50 a month.
Do we fill them all?
Oh, yeah,
So they're not getting used.
yeah, they're getting used. Yeah, the one at the park out there, we actually shut down in the winter. They don't take it, but we shut it off.
They don't charge for it.
Mhm.
Cause I was thinking. To your question, couldn't we just gather the dump from there and there and dump it in one dumpster?
Hey, believe it or not, all summer long, we bounce between the dumpsters because we run out of room with all of them, so. Especially with the amount of events that we have going on now, and
Dalton Elevator, I've talked to you about, we're paying cylinder rent, $13 a month.
What was that one?
it's for our settling. And our-
Oxyacetylene torch set, $13 a month, year round, year in and year out.
Yeah,
Why don't we just own a set?
it's on my list to talk to. I have nothing.
Cause you certainly aren't, and that doesn't include filling them.
No,
That's on,
no, that's just,
That's
that's
it.
for them to.
just for the rental,
That's the
okay.
rental and
Okay.
the hydrostand, you know, that they do too, so.
which any gas company will do that for nothing. If you get them built there. And they're there selling it. Or bought from them. Hughes Environmental. Is $1,800. Once a year? Was that every time you use it?
Have to look at.
And
I know they're the cheapest one.
what's that?
I know they're the cheapest one.
At 1,800?
Yeah, we've been with them.
Yeah, I just was curious, is that once a year, or twice a year, or
The 1,800 was for 2 months. It was,
just for March and April?
So,
What, do you
well, it
have
would
that
be the
done
two
more
dis-
than?
The two discharges.
yeah, 2 days.
So it would be double that. We usually do 4 discharges a year.
And water tech? Coliform analysis?
Yeah, that's for our.
Everything that Eagle makes us do.
Has nothing to do with it.
No, that's for the
Okay.
drinking water spigots.
Okay. Plant Moran, $3,000 a year,
That was just a one-time,
1 year.
training thing that, Kim and I were doing
And
together.
I remember we talked about that when you did it.
So this is we split it between fiscal years so that it wasn't all just one,
Okay.
on 1 year, because it's a full year treatment.
And then Tyler did some AC work.
Here, library, no, it's just more to library for signage.
And it said there was a frozen, so I assume he recharged it as well.
Yes.
Okay. And near as I could figure, we're paying for a light at the GTE building. General telephone used to be, I don't know what they call it anymore. Roger. Yeah, Frontier Daystar uses it too. Why are we paying for lights there?
I have no idea. We don't have a light down there.
And I'm guessing that that was the address, I can't remember exactly. 216 West Grand River, 216 West Grand River. I'd like to see somebody talk to consumers and get. We should be converted to LED lights. We're paying for high pressure sodium, which is probably 4 times what we paid.
A lot of the lights have been changed.
Seems like every time that they come out and one goes out, it's being swapped over to LED.
Bills said high pressure sodium. For our street lights.
Our street.
We're paying
our-
$3,900 a month for power. And. To me, I think that this money, it comes out of my pocket, it comes out of all of our pocket. And if we can save $5 here or $100 there. With just a little bit of footwork. I would like to see.
On top of that, then we need to start being more conscious of who we give our money to as well, when people are coming and ask, because. I mean, being here for a year, I'd have to feel like sometimes people think we're a charity. Like the drains, for instance, that. Not, I can't find anywhere where we own those drains, whether they're right away or not, we didn't put them in, it's not ours. We have so much things saying that it doesn't point back to us. It's nice to help people out, we just have to be conscious of that kind of stuff too. Whenever you guys find stuff like that, yeah, bring it to us.
Do we still use a fax machine?
Yeah, except for family today, I just have the same thing. Like
So you
20
really do
times.
use it?
Yeah.
Okay.
And actually, you guys have to use fax sometimes.
We're required to when we do criminal justice information.
Okay.
Has to be a dedicated hard line.
And I noticed City Hall. the consumers December. It's
I watch it
off the
every,
chart every year.
I watch it every month. That's heating. I mean, we had Tyler Heating Cooling come in
But we
here
need
in
it
the,
in January too, but the bill is half what it is in December.
we also have to notice too, we had Tyler Heating and Cooling come in and look at the venting and he changed the filters and then the next month it went down. It's freezing in here in the winter. The dry, I'm trying to think of, insulation is terrible.
Didn't we have the whole system replaced like January-ish last year? February? No?
We had bays, we
Or-
put in,
okay,
we
or
put in
years.
infrareds in the bays.
Yeah, that's what it was.
And then we installed the, what did you sell by Kim? That
The-
heater,
Infrared.
cause you can feel, like where I sit, I can feel the
Right.
wind from Kim's window blowing on us. It's freezing,
So the windows slow the air down.
yeah, basically. But
Okay,
Like an old building. Tim, what was that address?
216.
I think it was 216.
I do watch, I look at the graph every month before, while I pay the bills, and I pay them all
Well-
online to try to make sure that any kind
Consumers
of.
nicked me one month for $100 out of normal. And after I made the phone call the very next day, because we can look by day and even by hour of our usage. And all of a sudden, it dropped to where it normally was. So for that month, they nicked me for $100 and they said, pay your bill.
If you notice, like when we do springtime, the springtime festival, that electric bill skyrockets hundreds of dollars because they hook into our electricity. So there's lots of things that I would think that we could address or find. I mean, I've found,
Well, I guess I'm not opposed to paying for what we have to pay for, but if it's possible that we're paying for, I don't trust consumers after that episode. And
all their
that's
rates
why I
went up.
say we need
Right.
to
Yeah, the
keep track of them.
and I'll check that, but there's a good chance that that's the street lights that are down there. We've got,
But it was for one light. And they
we've
get
got-
$25 every time it's a bill. There's a $25, well, there's their whole pile of fees
correct, but
on
there,
every
there
single
is,
bill.
there is an electrical outlet there by, local roots that runs that light at
oh,
Grand River and Church Street. And I'll have to check it. That might be the only
That
light.
one
that's
light.
on- Might be the only one that's on it, because remember when they did that, they bored that so they could run lights all the way down there, and they never did. The conduit's there, we just never put lights all the way
Put
down.
the
Yes, street lights,
post light.
yes.
Okay,
So that may be the, I'll look at the panel, that might be the number for that. Electrical panel right there. But I do know that but I do know that all of ours are switched to LEDs, that's all I've put in them for years.
our own,
Yes,
the posts.
and I know every time.
And
I
are
call-
those,
And I know every time I call consumers out, they swap out, if they have a sodium, they switch to LEDs.
and those post lights are all billed separately from all the rest of the lights? I presume,
That, I think it's billed, there's like 3 different spots that's got a meter in.
okay.
There's 4 spots that have a meter in. One here, the well house, local roots, and by Buckets.
That's the Chrome Street address, okay, because I saw that and I questioned. And then at West Street and Grand River, that's the pump station.
Yeah. I don't know why they have it at that, but yeah, that's the station.
Alright, can I get a motion to adjourn?
Yes.
Or
Meeting is adjourned.
warm for you, Dan.
Who, me? Thanks.
maybe you're busy.